Hello everybody, this is Trip here. My goodness, I have not recorded a video like this in forever, but you know what day it is today? It is May the 4th. And you know what that means? May the 4th be with you. I did a quiz last year, and so I figured we would do a quiz again because why the heck not? You know, there's always some fun things to do when it comes to quizzes, and I want to see which Star Wars character I will be. I will link this quiz down in the description so that way you can take it too to see which character you are. So hopefully we will get someone good. We'll see, shall we? Alright, so begin quiz. I have so many dang tabs open. Choose a weapon. Oh man. I think this may have been the same quiz that I took last year, maybe? Because this question seems kind of familiar, but I might be wrong. Let's see. I mean, you gotta choose a lightsaber. It's pretty obvious. You have to. I have 2 lightsabers. What kind of childhood did you have? I was moody and self-involved, traumatic in a way that it can only be properly explained in a prequel. Have happy memories of my home planet. Yeah, Earth, I guess. It was good, but I couldn't wait to get out there and explore. For some reason, I can't remember. I'm starting to think someone may have messed with my memories. My childhood was always good. I always had some strict parents, though. They were fairly strict, and so, I don't know. I think maybe this one. Because, like, I really, like, me and my family were very close, but I do want to get out there and see the world a little bit more, I think. Looks like your friend might get in a fight. You don't get involved. Start talking things out and get these 2 to shake hands. Rush to his/her defense. Get him/her out of there as soon as possible, or ditch them when they need you most, but head back just in time. I don't think I'd get involved. I really don't think I would. How do you feel about the prequels? Oh, that's controversial. They're terrible, they're fine, they don't deserve so much hate. They're actually good. I'm kind of one of those people that think that these movies definitely don't deserve as much hate as they're getting. I mean, they're not the greatest, but they're really not horrible either. I don't really see why people hate them so much. So, probably this one. When encountering new ideas, are you naturally inclined to be more open-minded or more skeptical? Oh. Let's see here. I think I'm usually a bit skeptical when it comes to new ideas. I usually try to, like, think about what kind of options I have before I actually try it. So, but I'm not totally skeptical, I don't think. So, probably somewhat. How do you handle criticism or opposing ideas? I'm gonna do things my own way, no matter what anyone says. Listen closely to the opposing view. This could be a learning moment. I can find people's lack of faith disturbing. I don't say much, but I hear relevant information, I'll use it. But if I hear relevant information, I'll use it. Wow, I can't read. I argue my case with facts and logic. Pull someone's arm out of their socket, because, you know, that solves everything, obviously. I don't know. If I'm very strong with an opinion on something, my opinion will not be swayed if someone gives me a different opinion. But I'm always willing to at least listen to what their opinion is, and then if they try to get me to change my mind, then I'll be like, yeah, no, sorry. So, maybe, yeah, listen closely. Which of these would you be most interested in studying? Combat tactics, jeez. International diplomacy, astrophysics, a new language, practical mechanics, or psychology? Honestly, none of these. Not really. I think out of all of these, probably combat tactics, because I don't know, that'd be a very helpful thing to learn. Over the years, how would you say you've grown as a person? I've learned to control my emotions and put others first. I've hardened myself to the endless suffering that is life. After starting at the bottom, I've earned status and respect. I've learned to be careful who I put my faith in. Personal growth is overrated. I'd probably say the first one. I was always like very angry as a kid, I think. So I think I've definitely grown better. If something bad happens to someone close to you, how do you cope? No! I drop everything and find out how I can help. I do what I can for my friend while keeping things together in my own life. Find out who's responsible and make them pay. At least it didn't happen to me. I think in this case, usually when I see a friend of mine that's in a really troubling situation or in like a point of life that they're struggling with, I usually try to at least help as much as I can. I mean, I can't always say that the things that I do to help work 100% because, I mean, no one can really say for certain what exactly your actions will do, but I always at least try, you know, like you can only at least try. Say that you've tried at least. I cannot use words today. But if you don't do anything to help a friend, then they're probably not gonna want to help you, you know? Like, treat people the way that you're gonna be treated. If a friend helps you, you help them in return. That's just kind of what you do. But you don't do it to gather up tallies. You do it because you want to, you know? So drop everything and find out how I can help. Because, like, helping your friend is a lot more important than what you're doing at the moment, probably. Your pet is sick, you're in the middle of moving, and you've got a bantha-sized pile of work to finish. How are you holding up? Better than ever. Stress puts me on my game. Like a Zen master, this is business as usual. A little out of sorts, but nothing I or my blaster can't handle. Oh yeah, I have a blaster too. Help, I'm falling apart faster than a busted R2 unit. Probably not the first two exactly. I don't really handle stress entirely well. But I definitely wouldn't say that I handle it horribly either. So maybe I'm usually a bit out of sorts when I'm really, really stressed. So probably this one. When I need to come up with the right thing to say, I tend to fall back on quippy one-liners, mind-blowing wisdom, relevant facts, and yeah, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word because my brain is all jumbled. Intimidation. I'm generally the silent type. Blip, bleep, bloop. I'm very silent, I would say. I usually don't say very much, but when I do say things, people always tell me that they listen very closely when I say something. But usually I really don't say much, so I am very silent. Which most accurately describes your relationship with your best friend? Let's see, we get in fights, but we always make up. We share a deep bond, but people don't really get it. The balance of power is heavily tilted in one direction. We're so much alike, sometimes people get us confused. Friends really aren't my thing. It's like we could be brothers/sisters. I don't know if I would say I really have like a best friend necessarily. I have friends. It's just I don't really think I have like a best friend anymore. Because like all of the friends that I have, I view them fairly equally. Like I don't really favor one friend over the other. So I think with the friend that I have in mind, probably the friend that I'm closest to at the moment, I would probably say like we're like brothers/sisters, because like we have quite a bit in common. We don't really hang out as much as I would like to, but probably this, I think. When it's time to get a job done, I never give up and always achieve what I set out to do. Suppress a minor panic attack after logically examining the task at hand. Take my money up front. I'm not putting my neck on the line for anyone. Crack down and get to work even if no one notices. I find fear and intimidation can be excellent motivators. Well, when it comes to a job that I actually want to do, I'll definitely just crack down and just do it. If it's a job that I could care less about, I'll definitely procrastinate at first before I actually get started on it. So it really depends what the job is. But the thing is that of course it's not gonna tell you what the job is. So it's kind of like Crack down and get to work. I'm just gonna assume that this is a job that I actually want to do. Which planet would you most like to visit? Wow, okay, words. A lawless desert. Come on! The lawless desert planet of Tatooine is rife with opportunity. Endor or Kashyyyk? Is that how you pronounce it? I think so. Both densely forested planets with furry inhabitants. Dagobah's isolation. Why can't I read today? Makes it perfect for getting away and meditating. Coruscant, where the powerful go to make things happen. I always thought, when I would watch the movies, I always thought Coruscant had a really nice design to it. Like, it felt like a city, and cities are just, they're nice. I like them. I would want to live somewhere where you're not really alone. Like, for example, like in real life, kind of like the deep country, you're kind of by yourself. You don't have neighbors. Like that doesn't sound fun to me. I would want to be at a place where I'm surrounded by things to do, like, so that way I'm not having to drive like 20 minutes to go to the grocery store or something. So probably this. You love Star Wars, but what bugs you about it besides Jar Jar Binks? Yeah, everyone would have put Jar Jar. When Luke and Leia kiss, then continuity errors, Anakin in the prequels, the Stormtroopers' terrible aim, the Sarlacc Ewoks, the Death Star getting blown up because of a stupid exhaust port, and why can't I read Roman numerals today? Oh, where Greedo shoots first. I think the thing that always bothered me the most, when it came to like Star Wars and stuff, was like how the Death Star got blown up, because that's such a stupid mistake. I don't know. Probably that. Droids should be cute and funny, useful and straightforward, super intelligent and helpful, or badass and dangerous. Let's see. I mean, I would kind of want it to be a mix of the three. Like, I'd want like a little droid that I'd have companionship with that would be fun to be around, but can also help me with things. So, and is useful, of course. So maybe super intelligent and helpful. Because, like, usefulness and helpfulness are probably, like, fairly similar things, I think. So maybe that. How are you at money management? My money's right day and night. I mostly stay on top of things. I could be a little better. I honestly kind of hate paying attention to any of it. With me, I save my money very, I definitely save my money. I don't really buy things for myself very often. When I do, though, I make sure that I have enough left over to where if I were to buy something big, I'd still have at least a little bit left over so I could have something to fall back on if I needed to buy something else. And so that's just kind of what I've always done. I've been very frugal. Is that the right word? Frugal with my money? I've been very, very much of a penny pincher, usually. Like, I don't really spend much money on myself. So I usually stay on top of things, yeah. Do you tend to be a picky eater? Oh god, yes. I'm such a picky eater. Everyone gets very annoyed with me. Would you rather fight on the ground or in a ship? Yeah, on the ground. Because if the ship goes down, so do I. Would you rather join a fight club or a book club? You know, that really depends. Because joining a fight club would be nice to learn those fundamentals of self-defense, but joining a book club would be nice and relaxing. But honestly, I haven't really, like, thoroughly read through a book for at least a few years. Like, I really don't read as much as I used to. I mean, it's not that I hate reading so much. It's just, I just don't really know what to read anymore. So I think probably the first option. Are you fighting for love or money? Money's always nice, but I think love would be more important in this case. Do noble ends sometimes justify immoral means? If the ends are truly noble, any means are justified. Sometimes, yes, it's okay to do bad things for a good reason. It's almost always a bad idea to do bad things for a good purpose. No, to fight for a noble purpose requires noble tactics. Oh man. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, if you know that you're doing something for the common good, but it's hurting someone else, do you do it? Like, it's one of those things that's kind of like, oh, steal from someone, so like someone rich, so that a poor person can have some money. It's kind of one of those types of things, like a whole Robin Hood sort of thing. Like, stealing is obviously wrong, but so is having people suffer. So it's very tricky, to say the least. I personally, I don't think that I would ever think about doing a bad thing to anyone, even if it's for a good purpose, because I don't think I could make myself do it, like steal something or whatnot. So yeah, I guess. I don't know. Choose your neurosis: obsessive compulsive disorder, narcissism, crippling self-doubt, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, nothing's wrong with me, but the rest of the world is crazy, or I have trouble communicating with people. Oh! So, I don't really have, like, a, would you call it a mental disorder? I don't think. Like, I don't have, like, depression, anxiety. I don't have anything like that. But, I definitely would say that I have trouble communicating with people. I am horrible at starting conversations. And so, therefore, it makes it very difficult to meet new people face to face. Typing, like, online, that's totally fine. That's a completely different thing. But when it comes to, like, speaking face to face with people, that's tricky. Self-doubt is also a thing. So, which one would I say? I think it's this one or this one. I definitely have a lot with these two. Probably more so with this. Yeah. Choose an extracurricular activity: theater, debate, band, sports, or culinary science. I never did any of these when I was in school. I was always the art kid. Well, duh. Theater, I was always too shy to do theater. Like, I never was able to, like, go up on stage or do anything like that. Debate, I was kind of forced to do stuff like that with a class that I took, and I absolutely hated it. Band, I tried that for a short period of time. I don't really think it's my thing too much. I mean, instruments are great, but I never really enjoyed playing in a band that much. Sports, that's definitely not my thing. I'm horrible at pretty much every sport I play. And culinary science, I don't know. I think the thing, I'd probably have to say band, I guess, because out of all these things, this is the only one that I ever did do. I played clarinet in elementary school for a couple years, and none of these other ones I did at all, so okay. How do you get a new crush to notice you? By doing something impressive, by being smart and interesting, by being funny, by looking my best, by brooding and hoping they notice me. I don't know. Like, I haven't really done stuff like that in a long time. I think the last, like, crush I had on someone was, like, I think, like, 5th grade was the last time. So it's been a really, really long time. I never really did anything, I guess. Well, in elementary school, I'd always try to make myself look real nice. Like, I would wear nice shirts to school and stuff. I don't know why I did that. Now, though, what would I do? Nothing, honestly. But I definitely would not want to, like, brood and hope they notice me. So maybe just by being Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one to pick, so I'm just gonna pick this one. Who are you most likely to argue with today? A close friend or family member, a coworker, someone online, some idiot. I tend to kind of stay out of arguments because, like, I don't know. When I get angry, you can definitely tell. So I typically try to stay out of arguments like that. But who am I likely to argue with today? Well, I already went to work today, and I didn't argue with any coworkers or any idiots in the store. So, maybe no one. Like, is no one an option? Why do I have to argue with someone? I guess someone online. I don't know. I'm not really planning on starting an argument with people online though. How do you feel about giving and getting advice? I'll always listen to my closest confidants. Good luck shutting me up when I've got something to say. People seek me out because I'm a good listener. No one listens to me. I heed nothing but my own indomitable will. I don't know. Like, I'll definitely receive advice well. Giving advice, I try my best to give the best advice that I can. It's just, of course, sometimes I can't really relate to what the person's going through. So, but I still try at least. Yeah, I'll always listen to my closest confidants. Which is more important when you go out to eat, the food or the company? Oh man. I've definitely had things happen before where my friends want to go out to eat somewhere, but I absolutely do not like the place that they're wanting to go to. So unfortunately, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, yeah, the company you're with is great, but you don't end up ordering any dinner that night because you just don't like anything on the menu. So I would probably say the company, because honestly, like, the company makes it a lot more worth it. Which is the bigger threat to the world? War, natural events beyond our control, humans inadvertently destroying the planet. Yeah, probably the last one. If you met a real alien, your first instinct would be to kill it, try to communicate with it, keep my distance, or capture and study it. I would probably keep my distance, to be honest, because, like, you never really know. Oh, I got Princess Leia. Bold and unwavering. You're a princess who isn't afraid to fight the power. With a sharp diplomatic mind, you understand conflict resolution, but it won't keep you from speaking your mind. You're sometimes brash. Confidence seems to be a family trademark. Well, I remember what I got last year. I think I did take this test, now that I think of it. Because the questions seemed really familiar. I got Yoda last year. So I got Yoda and now Leia. So that's kind of interesting how that changed. Interesting. Well, if you guys want to take this quiz too, I will put a link down in the description if you would like to take it. Let me know in the comments who you got. I'm very interested to know. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you guys in the next video.